Welcome to Cape Town News. Today is Monday, the 8th of September, 2025, and here's what's making headlines in the Western Cape. Heritage Month begins with handover of homes in George. Cape Town fights to end fetal alcohol disorder. Taxi war claims life of off-duty cop in Lwandle. City calls for public input on new traffic calming rules. Boland secure Currie Cup semi-final spot despite Western Province defeat. Outsurance Gun Run returns to Green Point. Warm sunshine expected tomorrow across Cape Town, Paarl and Stellenbosch. The start of Heritage Month was marked with a moment of pride in George, where National Deputy Minister of Human Settlements Thandi Mahambehlala, Western Cape Minister of Infrastructure Tertwis Simmers, and Executive Mayor Jackie von Brandis gathered to hand over homes and title deeds at both the Cypherfontein and Metro Grounds housing projects. At Cypherfontein, the vast Earth 325 development is expected to deliver around 15,000 homes once complete. Already, 874 units have been built, with 860 families proudly holding title deeds to their new properties. On Friday, 30 additional houses were handed to military veterans, a group whose housing rights have often been delayed. The project also includes a R4 million investment in landscaping, greening, and public parks, transforming the area into a safer and more dignified neighborhood. At the Metro Grounds development, 322 families have already moved in, while 632 breaking new ground units are under construction. Phases 1 and 2 are finished, while Phase 3 continues steadily with an overall investment nearing R192 million. All work is expected to be completed by December. Speaking at the handover, Deputy Minister Mahambehlala stressed that the projects are about more than numbers. They represent spatial justice and inclusivity, where veterans, ordinary citizens, the elderly, women and youth live side by side. Cape Town has sounded a powerful alarm on fetal alcohol spectrum disorder, highlighting that the Western Cape still carries one of the highest rates in the world, with 310 cases for every 1,000 births. The City of Cape Town has launched an awareness campaign under the theme, Supporting Bumps Without Booze, Coping Without Alcohol, warning that no amount of alcohol is safe during pregnancy or breastfeeding. City health facilities continue to roll out antenatal services alongside support for women battling substance dependence. The Matix program offers outpatient care to expectant mothers and their families, providing a lifeline where treatment and prevention overlap. Officials emphasized that while the fetal alcohol spectrum disorder is 100% preventable, it is incurable, and its effects can last a lifetime. Children born with the condition may face learning difficulties, behavioral challenges, and lifelong health problems. The city's substance abuse prevention program reached more than 4,600 people in the last financial year, using realistic simulators to show the dangers of drinking while pregnant. Councillor Francine Hyam, Mayoral Committee Member for Community Services and Health, said responsibility rests primarily with expectant mothers, but the wider community must also support them. She called on families, friends and neighbours to challenge harmful drinking practices and encourage women to seek help without fear of stigma. The Driving My Future initiative is another tool used to engage communities, particularly young people, in understanding risky behaviour and making informed decisions. Taxi violence has again claimed a life in Lwandle near Strand, where 42-year-old Constable Desmond Mandlevu, an off-duty police officer and taxi owner affiliated with the Cape Amalgamated Taxi Association, was gunned down on Friday morning while driving along Magidlana Street. According to SAP's spokesperson, Lieutenant Colonel Malcolm Poji, gunmen opened fire on his vehicle, leaving him fatally wounded before it crashed into a fence. His affiliation with the Cape Amalgamated Taxi Association was unusual, as regulations forbid police officers from involvement in taxi, alcohol, or security industries. The Cape Amalgamated Taxi Association spokesperson Nkululeko Sityebi described Mandlevu's death as a great loss for the organization and community, noting his long service as a secretary for the Lwandle branch. Authorities suspect the killing is linked to a simmering dispute between Cape Amalgamated Taxi Association and its rival Cape Organisation for the Democratic Taxi Association over the lucrative Khayelitsha to Somerset West corridor. The Western Cape Mobility Department confirmed that negotiations between associations have resumed after weeks of tension. The murder adds to a grim wave of violence, with more than 30 people killed in recent mass shootings tied to taxi and gang rivalries over the past 2 months. SAPS has appealed for information, urging witnesses to contact Captain Lucanio Magadla or use Crime Stop and the MySAPS app, stressing that community cooperation is vital to ending the cycle of bloodshed. The city of Cape Town is calling for Cape Townians to weigh in on its new draft traffic calming policy, set to replace the outdated 2016 framework. While the old policy primarily focused on schools and relied heavily on speed humps and mini-circles, the updated draft widens the scope to address road safety for all users, including cyclists and pedestrians. Schools remain a priority, but officials emphasize the need for a modernized approach that balances community needs and engineering practicality. Michael Manuel from the city's Urban Mobility Directorate explained that the municipality spends about 14 million rand annually on traffic calming. He acknowledged frustrations where access to interventions often depends on the persistence of ward councillors rather than a uniform standard. Urban planning advocate Roland Postma from the Young Urbanists and Active Mobility Forum argued that while the policy is an improvement, it does not go far enough. He said the discretion given to district engineers risks uneven outcomes across communities. Postma stressed that Cape Townians deserve greater certainty and consistent investment in safe streets. The public has until later this month to submit comments, with officials promising that input will shape the final framework and influence how the city prioritizes safer neighborhoods. The Boland Cavaliers are celebrating a remarkable milestone after securing a Currie Cup semi-final spot in their first season back in the top division since 2016. However, Saturday's clash at DHL Stadium showed the scale of the challenge ahead as Western Province ran out 40-22 winners. The defeat denied Boland the chance to host a semi-final in Wellington, meaning they must now travel to Johannesburg to face the Lions. Despite the disappointment, coach Howie's Fourie said his players had proven they can compete with the best, even though discipline issues and missed opportunities cost them dearly against a province side stacked with United Rugby Championship stars. The Cavaliers scored 3 impressive tries, but a string of yellow cards, forward passes, and disallowed attempts left them chasing the game. Fourie admitted his team will need to sharpen up quickly, but insisted the match was invaluable preparation for the semi-final. He praised the players' spirit, saying they showed enough quality to prove they are not far off URC-level opposition. Boland prop Diane van der Westhuizen and flanker Sibusiso Sangwane were standouts, both testing the Western Province defence. For the Cavaliers and their fans, this semi-final is more than a game. It is a chance to cement their return to top-flight rugby and prove they belong among the giants. One of Cape Town's most anticipated fitness festivals returns this weekend as the Outsurance Gun Run takes over Greenpoint's Fritz Sonnenberg Road. Taking place on the 13th and 14th of September, the event caters to elite athletes, casual runners, and families looking for a fun day out. The main attraction is the challenging 21.1-kilometer half marathon, which draws thousands of competitors chasing personal bests. For those seeking something shorter but equally rewarding, the 10-kilometer run offers the perfect test. Adventure enthusiasts can opt for the 17-kilometer trail run, while the 5-kilometer fun run and 5-kilometer pet walk ensure that even families and their 4-legged companions are part of the action. The fun continues after the finish line, with food stalls, live entertainment, and a dedicated children's play area, turning the gun run into a full-day outing. Gates open early at 6 a.m, with events wrapping by midday. Tickets start from 300 Rand and are available through the official Outsurance website. Organizers say the race is about more than competition. It is about community, wellness, and celebration. For Cape Townians, it is a calendar highlight, a moment to lace up rise to the challenge, and join a festival that embodies both fitness and fun. Here is your money, commodities, and crypto updates. Starting with major currencies. The US dollar is trading at 17 Rand and 61 cents. The British pound stands at 23 Rand and 77 cents, and the euro will cost you 20 Rand and 62 cents. Moving to the commodities market, gold is priced at 2,034 Rand and 53 cents per gram. Silver is trading at 23 Rand and 17 cents per gram. Platinum is valued at 779 Rand and 82 cents per gram. And Brent crude oil is trading at $65.44 per barrel. In the cryptocurrency market, Bitcoin is valued at 1,950,705 Rand, while Ethereum is trading at 75,652 Rand. Ripple XRP is priced at 50 Rand and 50 cents. And finally, Solana is trading at 3,552 Rand. Keep in mind that these numbers are based on the latest data, but may still change as markets fluctuate in the course of the day. Tuesday will bring another warm and sunny day across the Cape. Cape Town can expect clear skies with early lows around 13 degrees, rising to a comfortable high of 25 degrees. Paarl will be slightly hotter, climbing into the upper 20s, while Stellenbosch mirrors the mother city with bright sunshine and warm conditions. Winds will be moderate from the southwest at around 20 to 25 kilometers per hour, freshening along the coast by late afternoon. Out at sea, swell heights will be moderate, averaging between 2 and 3 meters, with a steady mix of ground and wind swells, keeping conditions fair for maritime activity. Tides for Cape Town show a high at 4:05 in the morning, a low just after 10, another high at 16:21, and a second low tide at 22:35. The sun will rise at 6:53 and set at 18:37, with UV levels reaching high during midday hours. With that, we conclude today's bulletin, and now you know what's happening in the mother city. Thank you for watching Cape Town News. Make sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you never miss a story. We appreciate your support. Let us know your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget tomorrow's Cape Town News drops right here on YouTube at 12 noon. Meanwhile, stay safe, informed, and connected.